Alright, basically this is a video on fellas. Do not, I repeat, do not go with a girl or be with a girl that is taken or married or seeing somebody or anything of that nature. Do not do it at all whatsoever. And I tell you this why. In the past, I'm 35 right now, or I'm 35, 36. Um, in the past, I made some mistakes like that. And I will tell you one thing, you may feel like you're getting away with something at that moment, but I'm telling you this, it's a straight up, I believe, dare I say, a hex. I think it's a hex or a curse when you go and be with a woman that's already taken and you already know. So this is my purpose of making this video, is to for me to show you what happens after you be with a girl that's taken. It may happen right after or years later, but what happens is a lot of people lose interest in you. A lot of people start hating you. You become very lonely. And in my case, one thing led to another. So you know, I was married. I got divorced and I got kicked out of the house. So you know, I'm at that point where I have no choice but to refine myself and work on the errors that I had um, in me. And what I have worked on so far is my jealousy. Um, my jealousy level has completely, like, it's like maybe at a 2%. Sometimes I get a little bit like, oh, but I don't make a big commotion about it. Like, um, how I was before, I was just horrible. So, the typical, hey, just it was just horrible. I've worked on that jealousy a lot, and I thank God for that. The second thing is my narcissism, and believe me, uh, being homeless has really, really taught me about humbleness, because I have no choice but to be humble now. Um, and It's been a very big fucking eye opener, and I appreciate it. Um, it's been going on 2.5 years that I've been homeless, and since my divorce, you know. But anyways, back to the subject. That's what happens. Do not, I repeat, do not ever ever even consider, no matter how pretty the girl is or how much you guys connect. If you guys connect, I recommend this. You tell her, make a choice, either, make a choice. Don't give her an ultimatum, but be like, tell her to wait patiently until she comes uh, to, uh, to choose between you or him, because tell her the truth. You don't believe in being with a girl that's taken. Again, because it's a hex. um, I'll tell you some crazy stuff. Since my homelessness, I swear to God, I've run into a dozen, at least a dozen, and I say this very humbly, not like, oh yeah, that's how many girls. I look back and how I used to talk like that. Oh yeah, and I did this bit, and I'm telling you, I'm at 36, 35 years old right now, and I can't believe how fucking stupid and small-minded and immature I sounded when I thought I was saying something alpha. Anyways, so I've already, like, you know I've already gone beyond that. I don't talk like that anymore. So I say this humbly, that the reason I believe, if you go, with a girl that's taken, and then you guys hook up, and then whatever, you guys don't talk anymore, and in the future you will run into that person, that other person, that ex that she cheated on, that person, right? And in my case, I've run into dozens of men, and I'm surprised that, I think a couple of them wanted to, to hit me. What, I couldn't understand that. Nothing happened, but I've been running into them, and I've been running into the basically the women that I, in the past when I was a little, 27 ish, and I would go from woman to woman, whatever, and I didn't really acknowledge that they or really cared, and I say that very fucking embarrassingly. I didn't care that they had a boyfriend. Um, Years later, ran into them in the street, and they look at me with this hatred, and I'm like, why, who is this guy looking at me like that? Later on in the day, it hits me. Holy shit! So yeah, it's a hex. Later on, you're tormented by them. Oh, and here's the funny thing: all of them, the people that you're like, you're like, oh yeah, I did your girlfriend, and you know, whatever, I fucked her and behind her back, dude, and haha. Well, now all those people that each one of those, like from my example, each one of those boyfriends that I, you know, I, I disrespected, I see them now. They're all with girlfriends, happily married, with kids, and that's my curse, my torment. For me to be walking around, and I say this very humbly, homeless, man, known as known as that guy that used to be doing good, and all of a sudden he fell off. Now he's homeless, and that's my torment. And it's sad. Just today, I'm walking down, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm picking up fucking aluminum cans and shit, and I see an old friend of mine, and I believe it was one of the, I didn't know at the time that it was Francisco that she was talking about. She was just saying, "Oh yeah, I'm dating some guy, Francisco." I'm like, "Oh, cool," you know. But yeah, I had so many friends that I was like, "Oh shit." Anyways, it ended up being my old like elementary buddy, and I was with his girlfriend at one point a long time ago, and now my curse is, and he even looks at me and laughs, man, and it's quite crazy, like a movie scene. He's walking down the sidewalk with his girl, laughing, and then they look at me, and I'm right there holding a bag of aluminum cans, homeless, looking like trash, with a big old like a big ass shirt, 2 sizes bigger than me, and because I jacked it from a fucking like a little donation bin, and and I'm just standing there, asking to like either wash windows or to, like, for panhandling, right? And yeah, he's just soaking it up, and I'm not looking at him like as a what, bro. I'm actually looking at it as like a reflecting point, and he notices it, and it's like I look at him and I look down, and I'm like, shit, man. I used to have that too, but you um, I'll just take moments like that, and I'll make sure I'll let them marinate within me, because I deserve that too. I deserve to see him walking so graciously with his girl to Circle K, to just get a cold beer. And they laugh, when I've done that before with my, wife previously. But that's gone, right? So, and that's what will happen to you. So if you do, fellas, decide to go with a girl that is already taken, yeah, have fun, man. Okay, I wouldn't recommend it, but sure, if you think that's fun, whatever, buddy. I would say hell no. But check this out. What's gonna happen is later on you're gonna be the outdated. You're gonna be not wanted. You're gonna be irrelevant. And the dudes that that you're disrespecting, like, oh yeah, he doesn't know. That dude is gonna be walking around, and you're gonna see him with a girl, doing good.